Gary!
Seinfuck.
He's an incubus from the seventh circle of hell. He's Malcolm McLeod.
Malcolm the Incubus doesn't sit right with me. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm just...
It is gross. It is gross. It does sound like a little bit like Oh No.
Yeah.
Where he was just like what was the thing they said at the one clip we saw in Oh No?
Well, first of all, it's
like
Uh-oh. I'm sorry.
Get it right. You're on Canadian soil.
Canadian.
Like here's the thing. So for those who don't know, because we haven't talked about it, Robert is currently in Vancouver.
Yeah, I'm here.
We are recording at producer Sasha's house.
We've invaded his home.
He's engineering the sound. He's producing
Against
the
his
bits.
will.
It's all fine and dandy. I a couple episodes ago introduced both of you to Uh-oh, and now he's going, oh, it's called Oh No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
I
also,
don't give a shit.
Thank you.
Oh, Sasha just brought us blueberries and cherries. I'm happy about this.
Well, I don't get any blueberries and cherries. What's going on?
Get over it.
Well, you got
I don't like
you
being
got
told to get
God
over it.
tier Mexican food.
Yeah, that's true. I had one taco this entire trip so far. It was forgettable.
But I did want to ask you a question, Robert.
Oh, yeah?
You're going through the nationalization process, of course, and I just wanted to know if you could sing the entire Canadian national anthem for us right now.
Oh, Canada, our home on native land. And that's it.
You're already off the rails. You got 5 words in.
That's a pretty good start, I gotta say.
No, it's not. You fucked up 3 words in.
I will Google this shit. Don't make me.
Well, no, that's not the point. The point is that you got to know the anthem just by heart.
Oh yeah, what's the American national anthem?
Listen,
Oh,
I don't subscribe to Imperial.
Oh, no, you don't know it?
Why would
I can't believe Malcolm.
Yeah.
Sing the Star Sting the Star Spangled Banner.
Sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Well, we'll start you off. Me and Robert will. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Oh,
put your hands up for having a time. The body goes go away. Yeah. It's a party in the USA. Yeah.
That's pretty good. You know
that's
all the
great.
words.
It's a party in the USA.
That's awesome.
We can accept that as a substitute if you know all the words.
Yeah. That we'll just play at every fucking baseball game anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, that's the other one. I guess that's the other unofficial anthem, which is just like, take me out to the ball game.
Not party rocking.
Me out to
the crowd.
Buy
me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
You
I
know
don't care if I ever get back to your
for the D bags.
They lose, it's a shame.
Yeah. Great stuff, boys. Great stuff.
Getting fucked up on blueberries and having to cut the first 10 minutes of this podcast.
Oh, fucking cut the 10 minutes of fucking what? Gold? Platinum?
Everything I touch, I'm Midas, baby.
I'm fucking Midas. I'm like one of those producers who probably killed their wife.
What?
What?
You were a amongst that day, Robert.
Ooh.
And I'm sure they all knew it.
I'm just going to be like this way. Malcolm, you know my style of comedy. I am the butt of the joke of nearly every one of my jokes, tacitly or obviously.
What are you talking about? You're like, liberal girls do it like this. Conservative girls do it like that.
Fucking
Did you tell that joke, Robert? Gun to your head. Did you tell that joke?
No, I didn't. You know I
Thank
didn't.
God. Thank God. I was about to say that it does not sound like Robert's joke.
It does not.
No.
Robert's jokes about liberals would be much more like
nuanced.
I was talking to a coffee shop barista, and she asked me what my name was, and I said, "Could you write Kamala Harris on the cup?"
Shut the fuck up! I hate you so much right now, and I hate that you're right.
They had a rally out here in Glendale, packed the Coyote Stadium. Unfortunately, they filled it better than the Coyotes did.
Hold on. We're getting Sasha is pouring us wine, and I got.
That is a splash of. That was a very conservative amount of wine.
It's a taster. Fucking.
It sounds
Harper.
like he's
Come
too
on,
cheap
man.
to give you a glass.
He is too cheap to give us.
That's adequate. Thank you.
Do you want me to Venmo you some cash so you can pour the? Yeah, there we go. A little bit.
Okay, that's good. This is
I'm gonna get a Cash App memo from Sasha. He's gonna tell me that was a $600 bottle of wine. That was my $600.
That would
Cabernet
make me
sport.
so angry. Yeah. I love him to death, but that would be.
Pinot Grigio, anyone?
I would respect the bid.
Yeah.
If Sasha did that,
bid.
I would respect that.
Yeah,
I don't want to see the Venmo request though. I'm not going to take it.
But to go back, I will say, Robert did hold his own. He held court. It was
fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
He was funny
because it felt like
we had a whole conversation.
He had good, he had good moments. So I don't want to like shit on him too much.
Disparagement.
It was just very funny that moment just stuck out to me because it was just like. And it was very much that, like, guys, that's funny.
It's funny. And that's,
which also is part of, like, his joke sometimes. It's like, you did a
that's
not
a good thing
one.
to include in your jokes, though. I mean,
no, it's not. And
guys, don't you know about humor?
Part of my jokes is just being at the bottom of a hole and digging more dirt onto myself. Yeah. No, I had a good time. We had a good time. I don't know. You had one of your friends who was just like, yeah, your friend Robert, he's got that American confidence.
Yeah, he did say that. He's just like, he's very American.
A backhanded compliment too. Very Canadian.
Yeah. Because Robert is, very sociable, very, very, puts himself out there.
I can talk to anybody about anything. Yeah. At least that's one of my big prides in my life.
But it's funny because I know a lot of Americans who don't share that confidence. So I think it's very much a Rob. I don't know if it's San Diego confidence. I don't know if you got that.
It's really not.
That brah,
It reminds me of the Venmo thing. I was at the game the other night and my little brother's friends, my little brother's with me, telling him to get one of those 50-50 raffles. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the concept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is like a game exclusive lottery.
You either 50% chance to lose, 50%, and then smaller chance to like either make your money back or win $20 like and all that jazz.
Is it? It's not 50% at all. But like he spends $20 on it because his friends, he says, spend $20 on the 50-50 and I'll pay you back. And he believed them.
Mm-hmm.
But
how much are the tickets?
Well, he spent $25.
All right, he's brought a charcuterie board out.
We got a full charcuterie board here. Nice pepperoni.
A visual bit is happening before our eyes. It's a selection of fine meats, cold cut meats, and not cheeses. It is a single cheese.
There's a brie. Okay,
it's a brie, and then I believe it's some sort of jelly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone who's afraid of. It's
a mint jam.
It says fig fruit paste is what it says.
Okay, sorry, a paste.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's good.
I don't.
Okay, so your friend promised that he would pay your brother back.
Promised that he would pay him back, right? Well, my little brother forgets who said that. He doesn't have these numbers saved in his phone. So he immediately starts gunning for the first person that he can remember off his contacts, the phone number of a fellow by the name of Jack. And he's convinced me to take several videos where I say, Jack, you promised us and we believed you. You gave us nothing but empty words. And I go on for minutes before he tells me later, oh, that wasn't the guy that said he would pay me back. You got a Venmo out, And I'm sorry, did you say mint fruit jam of some kind?
No, fig paste.
It was a fig paste. I thought it was a mint jam. Sasha was mouthing it to me.
Where are you guys shopping? They have fig paste.
I don't know. We're not the ones who bought this food. We're not. He buys us a 2009 red wine from Animus.
2009, dude.
No, 2019. Sorry, 19.
I was like, dude.
Jesus Christ! I was really about to get that Venmo request if it was a 2009.
It's from Portugal. Delicious.
Love it. Is actually quite good. It tastes like a Cabernet, but it's different. It just tastes good. I'm just going to keep eating this. I'm sorry. What's this podcast thing we're doing?
Animus? I believe that's what it's called. Animus.
If I could smell it, I would tell you how much it costs. Unfortunately, I'm not there. I can't tell you. My talents.
Well, I'm sorry if that's your main talent with women as well. If I could smell it, I could tell you how much it costs.
It's very interesting that that's the first place you went with me, first of all. Do you guys answer the race question by saying, I'm colorblind? I don't see race.
No. Harper, immediately the fact that you call it the race question immediately condemns
you are so
to
fucking sensitive. It makes me sick. Do you know that? It makes my dog sick.
Your dog eats bullshit. He's always sick.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't let you near my dog because he would eat you.
I love you, Harper.
Fuck you.
I love that. This is a great juxtaposition because Robert is constantly stuffing his mouth with like cheeses and crackers and fig paste. You know, we're having a intelligent conversation here. I think we're talking, it's two gentlemen and a pig.
Fuck. You can't say that.
I'm not hearing Harper disagree.
Two gentlemen, a pig, and a dog. And then there's Sasha.
Yeah, okay, go drink your wine. Can you help me, Harper?
This is good wine.
Do you have like advice? Do you know how to help me?
Yeah, tell me
get
if
through my
you've got
trauma.
someone sleeping on your couch and you don't want them there, why don't you tell them what you should do?
Move the couch an inch towards the door every day.
Honestly, that's some strong fucking, that is a strong can-do attitude in my opinion.
They ask you if the couch moved, say no.
What are you talking about? It's always been there. And the day it goes out into the hall.
By the time you do reach the door, just tell them, well, since you're there, get the fuck out.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I figure that'll last about 19 days, depending on your couch's position.
Depending how long the couch is, how close it is to the door.
Is your couch L-shaped, I-shaped? It's all the question.
It is quite a big section on it.
It's a big kind of L-shaped couch.
Harper, what is your favorite decade of interior design? It's just as we sip on wine and eat charcuterie.
They all suck in their own special way, don't they?
Yeah, look at this fat pig just asking the
Stop
fat.
talking about me like that. I'm very sensitive about my weight. The 50s sucked because everything was like a weird trapezoid design in the modern
There were a lot of
sensibilities.
mirrors, a lot of wood paneling.
A lot of
the
mirrors
only
on the
good
ceiling.
thing, if you allow me to chime in, Harper, the only good thing about the 50s are those really cool industrial looking fireplaces that were always in bright, vivid, like orange or red.
I think we can all agree that the 60s were hell for interior design, and everything about the 60s for interior design was horrendous and awful. Do we agree?
What's your opinion on interior design, Malcolm?
When did vaulted ceilings come into the question?
Like
The 60s, I believe.
Was it the 60s?
I think I want to say late 60s.
Because I don't. Yeah, listen, I don't really know much about the 50s designs. I guess Frank Lloyd Wright. He's a good.
No, he did it.
Is he also 60s or 70s?
He's 50s into 60s.
Oh, he's earlier.
Right.
I heard he was earlier. So perhaps we were getting peak prime Frank Lloyd Wright, an elevated version.
He didn't like elevators.
Shut the fuck.
Shut up.
But yeah, no, I think that. I mean, when did popcorn ceilings come into fashion? Because I hated that. I think that's
that was like the 40s.
Yeah.
The asbestos roofs.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They were like, we got to build these houses. All the soldiers are coming back.
Honestly, and we got to make sure it's built with the prime aged asbestos that they can expect.
Have you seen like boomers have been trying to like bring back asbestos into houses because they like, they're like, it worked. It was effective. It's environmentally conscious. I mean, like, yeah, but it also broke your fucking brain between that and lead paint.
It's part of the reason I am the way I am. My dad had a popcorn roof. I don't need to tell you anything else, do I?
Yeah.
It got into his sperm and made me wrong.
I shout out my daddy dick, and my mom put my butter balls in my mama. I shout out there. I said, "What's up, Doc?" I take it you guys haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, so
I have not.
No,
I'm
I saw it twice.
I guess.
How did you saw it twice?
I saw it back to back.
Twice. That's true.
You did also see it back twice. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I will say, Deadpool, Wolverine, way more enjoyable than it had any right to be. You're constantly reminded about the potential of the MCU and then how they're going to constantly fail you on every step,
every front
of the way. Yeah. I'm also, I'm very much, closing in on my time of dealing with constant nostalgia porn. Like the fact that it's like always like, oh, look at who we brought in. Do you mind spoilers? Do you?
I'm not going to watch it. I'm sorry to our listeners. I'm not going to watch Deadpool and Wolverine unless it's
that's a loss for you, Robert. I will say that. That's a good movie.
Well, then don't fucking spoil it. How about that?
Well,
I'm fine with it, but then you threaten it, and all of a sudden, oh no, I'm going to spoil it. But you really gotta watch it.
You are so mean tonight, and I think it's that wine from Portugal.
Those damn Portuguese.
Yeah, look at this. I'm sitting next to Porky. Porky needs a roast. Like, that's what he's calling.
You need to stop calling him fat. What the hell's wrong with you?
I am like 90 pounds wet.
No, you're not.
I know I'm not.
Malcolm fucking lording over Robert while he eats a very minuscule dinner of like steamed broccoli and boiled chicken.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bougie with my steamed.
I didn't think that was a bougie way. I think that's a strange way to prepare.
We don't eat goose, we eat loonies.
You eat your money?
Yeah.
I drink my money.
That movie did make me want to see 2 new movies that could come out. I will say
about Wolverine and Deadpool.
No, about the 2 cameos that really everyone's talking about.
What are the 2 cameos? Well, you said to spoil it.
I can't say anything.
Spoil it. Spoil it. Spoil it.
All right.
Spoil it.
Okay. So one of them is that they bring back Wesley Snipes' Blade.
Well, we all knew that was happening, right?
No.
That's Mahershala Ali was going to be the new Blade.
And they make like a joke in the movie about it, or like, oh, will this movie ever come out? But it became very obvious. Like, kind of like, I think Wesley Snipes is kind of iconic in that role in a similar way to like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and like Hugh Jackman as like Wolverine, like that kind of stuff. And you're like, oh shit. Well, Wesley Snipes still has it. I miss him on the big screen. I will admit that, like, I'm ready for his comeback. Like, we're seeing like a bunch of actors like return, but Wesley Snipes,
time worn.
I want to see like another Wesley Snipes Blade movie.
I think they'll really put him in another Blade after all of that. I thought that was the rumor.
I'm sorry, Mahershala Ali. Like, I know you want to be Blade, but it's Wesley Snipes.
Fuck you. It's
and
Wesley
then also,
Snipes.
And then I also, there's a part of me that's like, I want to see them try this Gambit movie out. I want to see.
Did they bring up Channing Tatum as Gambit?
Yeah, Channing Tatum as Gambit shows up. He's so fucking funny. You're like
the Gambit.
He's Gambit. Why the fuck would they call you that?
Yeah, it was that they got him like super Cajun. Like, he's got like the most Cajun voice.
Well, he was Cajun in like the original terrible Wolverine movie.
No, but like in X-Men's and Wolverine's Origins, whatever, the guy who plays Gambit is Cajun. But this Channing Tatum Cajun is like almost incomprehensible, just like a real Cajun.
Yeah.
So Cajun.
Yeah, but like
exactly. So like you wonder like if this was in a full movie, like how it would work, and I was like, I think it would work amazingly. Like you would just need to have a character.
That movie would need subtitles if it takes place in Louisiana. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
If it took place in Louisiana, it would need subtitles.
Yeah, this is Cajun like culture always just reminds me. There's like a stand-up comedian named like Andrew Dismukes, and he has like a joke because he's part Cajun, and he's like Cajun is like the last white culture. Like it's like the newest one. They're like, oh my God, let's put a little bit of gumbo in here. We'll put a little bit of this and, a sprinkle of that. And, we're in the humidity of the South.
I love Andrew Dismukes, specifically that one quote where he's on Weekend Upbeat and like, I come from Texas, and he's expecting someone to shout anything about Texas, and it's completely silent.
I wouldn't say a damn thing.
Yeah, no.
You're not from Texas.
I mean, you're just banking on somebody being from there because it's huge, but everyone from Texas usually stays there.
That's true.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But yeah, no, so like it's fun to just see something like that's the thing. I realized we need more Cajun characters in just like film and TV, like in cinema.
In cinema.
Like, because like, yeah, that's like a whole, subculture that we just don't know enough about.
Or we just ignore because it's mostly filled with poor people.
I thought you were going to say it's filled with people just popping pills all the time.
I mean, that could, we're going to be honest.
Damn you, Purdue.
Oh, Nolans.
Why did that give me so bad?
Sadly, George Bush turned on a weather machine in his presidency, and now Louisiana is devastated. And as a result, many people in Nolans are still popping pills to this day.
Their Six Flags is still technically abandoned and under like a couple of feet of water.
Mainly, I was just going to say that, yeah, the Six Flags in Katrina is still closed, and the fact that like there's always like the spooky teenagers who go visit abandoned buildings, and they just keep finding like the dead bodies of homeless people there.
The spooky teenagers. Oh,
it's a trend that like it's a trend that's carried over from like Japan or other parts of like South Asia.
I mean, I'm pretty obsessed with abandoned amusement parks. That's like a thing that I don't know. I'm just like, I think it's such a great setting for like just shit to happen.
But imagine if that instead of they go there and they're like expecting to find ghosts, and instead they find people who die of fentanyl.
I mean, that's pretty scary. And that's a pretty...
Yeah, fentanyl's real scary.
All right, split up, man. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Oh, no. If I touch this car, I'm going to die of fentanyl.
Like, this guy slumped.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Christ, Harper.
Whoa, Reggie, we're overdosed.
Oh.
Reggie's guy overdosed from fentanyl.
Jinkies, this guy's got 3 needles in his arm.
Oh, wow, there's a cop right next to him.
Let's split up and look for an EMT, gang.
Wow, who packed the Sasha, what is it called? The actual life-saving drug that they give people?
Narcan.
Wow, who packed the Narcan?
That was like Narcan. I thought that was one of those aerosol candies.
Oh my God. It was George Bush all along.
I thought it was Whippets.
I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for the housing bubble collapse.
If it wasn't for the 2008 financial crisis, I would have gotten away with Katrina.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for Michael Myers and that Kanye fellas.
Yeah. Would have gotten away with it if it wasn't that.
Now watch this drive. I love that fucking clip. I love it dearly.
Oh, it's great. But at the same time, like, this is the same guy who did the mission accomplished thing. And it's so funny that he got away with that.
Everything Bush did was comedy. If you don't think so, then you weren't alive.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't alive.
That was the thing. I remember in like high school watching like the Bushisms, like compilation videos. Just to like, it would be like, I can't believe this guy's president. Hey, now I'm still saying that.
I mean, granted, there was a guy who were like, you know, between then and now, who were like, this guy really shouldn't be president.
Can I ask you a question about Canadian politics, Malcolm, if you'll indulge me?
Yeah, I'm an open book.
Do you elect Trudeau?
Yes.
How often?
I guess every... 4 years, 3 to 4 years.
Wait. So he's the prime minister, right?
He's the prime minister. So what actually it is that you don't
elect the party, and then the party appoints.
Yeah. So it's like it's called first past the post system, and the idea is that there's like a string of ridings across Canada. You vote for the political parties, and then whichever political party has the most seats in the House of Commons, they end up being in control of the House of Commons, and then the leader of that party becomes the prime minister. For the last almost 10 years, that's been Justin Trudeau. Before that, for like about 8 years, it was Conservative. No, it wasn't his dad. There's decades between those two. So that's the thing. And the problem has been that the other parties, there's like 4 major parties that like have influence in Canada. There's the Liberal Party, which is what Justin Trudeau's the head of. There's the Conservative Party. That's like old Prime Minister Stephen Harper was the party. It's now the leader and the other
Two things. Sasha, could you please speed up that explanation to where it sounds sort of like a disclaimer on an infomercial would? And
okay. Can you explain anything about why you have to elect? Why you have so many elections in the U.S.?
We don't have so many elections. We have elections that last so long that they last, instead of 3 months like most countries,
you
they
elect
last like
sheriffs and judges.
Yeah, but we elect all those at the same time. It's all on the same ballot.
Also at the same time, not every county and state elects sheriffs and judges. Mostly on the West Coast and like the Southwest, they elect sheriffs and judges.
And further, those are all pageants anyway. It's not like our votes actually matter.
They are all pageants, yeah.
Do you have to do that in Arizona?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Arizona, despite its reputation, is one of the most democratic states in the U.S. because you elect, not only do you elect...
Me and my dead relatives vote every election. Malcolm didn't like that one. That sucks. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
What was I talking about before that, though? I was asking for that.
You were asking why. I love how Sasha, when he pours her wine, gives me like an extra inch off Malcolm. You know it's more than that.
He's telling you something, Robert. You need to loosen up. That joke about smelling pussies earlier, it really got you upset, and I could tell.
It did. It got me hot and bothered.
Made you squeal like a pig.
He was JD Vance over there. He was Jorkin de Peanuts.
I was Jorkin de Penis Vance, yeah.
That's still the funniest one I can think of out of it.
Oh, granted, the couch thing is funny.
I'm sorry, I really don't mean to interrupt you. Have you seen the conservative shot fire back?
Maybe. Mention it.
They're trying to tell me that Walls fucks horses. They're trying to tell me that
there's no way.
Yeah,
no way.
They're like, that's that thing. Like that's why like conservatives are weird because they all go like I remember when because they have nothing on Walls. Like Walls is like National Guard,
milk toast fucking Midwestern dude
if you're
out there.
Angry at him, you should be angry at him for not being left enough. But I mean, that's a separate issue. You got Kamala.
That's a whole nother beast.
Left enough, frankly. But
I do agree with that. I think Walls is the most left candidate who had a serious chance of getting the VP nomination. Mm-hmm. Like if it was Josh Shapiro right now. Man, all that goodwill that Kamala Harris has would just not be there.
Evaporated.
Which, by the way, I found I didn't really know who Josh Shapiro was until recently, and I listened to him speak. The guy is just doing Barack Obama's voice.
Let me be clear.
And so, but with the Walls, they're like, oh yeah, he's got a belly full of horse cum, and I'm like, what does that mean?
No one said that. No one said that.
That's what they're saying. Conservatives saying it's the same thing. Like,
come on now.
When the whole Bud Light thing came out, like it was all. Besides, you'll have to censor this part. They were all like, oh, I heard Bud Light is just. Like I just heard it was
Bud Light.
It was like, bitch, you have a 48 pack in your garage fridge.
And you're shooting it with an M16.
I was about to say that shooting it with the fucking AR was the funniest part of that whole protest. Just like, not anymore. It's like, my man, you already bought 4 cases.
You're giving the money.
All this for a little drop of clout, a little drop of horse cum.
Hold on. I think Sasha's bringing more salami.
No, keep talking. I don't want to
I'm going to keep talking, but Sasha's bringing more salami.
It's so funny
I'm into
it.
This man knows me.
The right memeing, the left memeing thing. Let's meet in the middle on this and say that both of the lies that they're telling about the VPs are so funny. Because
the JD Vance couch fucking thing, the Jorkin de Penis Vance, incredible.
Yeah.
Walls
here's
fucking
the thing.
Walls being an undercomer.
He's an undercut. You got to really reach for that horse cow.
Mr. Hands is vice president.
Oh man! If Mr. Hands was still alive.
Rest in peace to a real one.
Harris Hands would be a hell of a ticket name, though. Can you imagine that bumper sticker, Harris Hands?
Hands and Harris, 2024.
The amount of money Mr. Hands could have made on Cameo would be ungodly.
Just imagine like every time he opens his mouth and he's walking to the podium, you hear a whistle.
Either that or you just like just a little bit every time.
Never mind. This is not a joke. You think?
No! Don't you back out on me right now.
Go on. That noise that assholes make when they wink after gaping. Like what? If
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm sorry. That was a funny joke. You got to give that to me.
Was good.
That sounds just like that.
That was good. That was good. That was.
Like it's breathing.
But yeah, no. What I love about going back to the JD Vance couch stuff is just the fact that first of all, just it caught on so well,
so fast,
and it was so fast. It was like some teenager. It was
just
some
one guy,
one Gen Zer ruined that man's life.
I'm going to be honest with you. It caught on so fast because they had nothing before that. There was not a single funny thing to say.
He's a generally creepy guy who wears guy liner, which which is, not the worst sin in the world.
Has nice eyelashes is not going to be all that funny.
He wears guy liner. I'm sorry. I am not. This is not up for discussion.
You should run up there and lick your thumb and see if it comes off, Robert, next time he's in town.
I will tonight.
Oh my God. He's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but the fact that he didn't have much. This random teenager who just like made a tweet who was just like, it's in page blah, 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 paragraph 3. And everyone jumped on that shit.
Or something like that. He pulled it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
obviously it was all a lie.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they got Kennedy.
And the thing is he also looks like a guy who would have fucked a couch in college.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're like, yeah, that's the couch fucker.
It was part of
that makes sense.
The specificity of just like, yeah, he used a rubber glove and talcum powder or something like that.
Did you guys know a lot of people that fuck couches in college? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Or were you the guys?
No, I wasn't the guy.
He would like message me sometimes at like the dead of night. It's just like, I can hear the elevator every time it goes up and down.
Yes. Oh my God. I also find
I'm like,
you did. I slept like 2 to 3 hours a night while I was in college because my room was next to the fucking elevator. And every single time a sorority would go, or sorority, because there was sorority on the upper floor, every single time they'd go upstairs at 2 a.m. to get their brains blown out by some fucking Chad. Sounds kind of terrible,
yeah,
but I would hear it. I would hear it.
You made it sound like they were killing themselves.
You did kind of sound. No,
you're like they're getting their brains
as they were getting their uterus expanded. I heard it.
Also, sorry, is ASU such a trash university that like their sororities are in apartment complexes?
Let me tell you what the rivalry over here is, Malcolm. Let me tell you what the rivalry is. It's not that one school is trashy and the other school isn't. It's that both schools are trashy and that they're fighting over which is more trashy. Not like
what was the other school?
You could honestly do a relay race and the leaders have come swallowed by both, and ASU would just be barely on top. It would just be barely on top.
Is pretty up there these days. Go down, Arizona. Go down, Arizona.
Arizona.
Everything's that's crazy. That's
absolutely
nuts. Yeah, what are the Sun? Is it so? It's the Sun Devils against the
Bobcats.
Bearcats.
Yeah.
Wait, Harper, what would I text you?
You would text me at like 2 a.m. while I was gooning high on fucking marijuana that you couldn't like sleep, and I'd stop and read the text and be like, huh. I was like laughing.
You're just like that's crazy, dude. And then you go back.
That's crazy. I'm fucking drooling.
It's true. It was probably the worst time of my life.
You ever have someone like tell you, "Damn, that's crazy," while they're ghosting a hit? That shit is like the ultimate.
What do you mean ghosting a hit? Explain ghosting a hit to us.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Or the listener, really.
Sure. So,
no, to me, because I don't know what that means.
So if you take a hit of a substance, an inhalant mostly, the idea is you'll absorb more of it by holding it in your lungs longer.
Which is bullshit.
Well, it might be true.
Okay.
And
it's not true.
If you inhale,
my parents think it's true. I don't.
If you
wait, Harper, have you done extended tests?
If you hold smoke in long enough, Malcolm, the hit disappears when you exhale.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that doesn't make a lot of sense, but that also, I can understand the logic from like certain perspectives.
From stoner's perspective.
I'm keeping an open mind. Like I don't smoke anything, right? I don't.
He's
I don't inhale.
Allergic, ladies and gentlemen. He's so allergic.
You can still drink, Malcolm. You're fine. You still got something.
I can.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's drinking a fine Portuguese wine right now.
Animus, come dear forth.
Animus, please come see them. They've rounded up the cattle. They've stolen it.
Animus, we must get to the town square.
The Moors are coming. The Moors are coming.
We're throwing tomatoes at the town idiot.
I was on Twitter today and someone pointed out that streamers say mods like a lord would say guards.
Oh, there you go.
It's true. Well, that's all fun and games aside. Have you guys read anything interesting lately?
I'm reading the People's History of the United States.
All right.
No, I said interesting.
More, yeah. He's got to stuff himself into a little fucking
crackers and brie cheese and salami and fig paste.
What is with you, Malcolm? He's fat shaming him.
I'm not fat shaming you. You're perfectly fine, Harper. Harper,
Why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like that?
Because you're the one being like, and got a bunch of fucking
goodness in my
cherries in your mouth. You're like,
I got crackers,
cherry boy right there.
Fig paste and brie cheese.
Harper eats things like Capri salads every night. He loves olive oil. He loves fresh olive oil.
The absolute silence that followed that.
It was my birthday week, okay? I've had a nice week where I can enjoy whatever I want. All right.
That's true.
I had many things that I enjoyed, and frankly, it's caused me to gain back all the weight I lost this last month.
Wait. Was your birthday today or yesterday?
Saturday. It was Saturday.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's right.
You didn't say anything.
You didn't say
I was
shit,
gone.
dude.
I was gone for like 3 straight days. And
where were you?
I spent a lot of time with my family. I had a great time at the batting cages.
Good family boy.
Yeah. I did something else between Wednesday and Friday that I can't remember. And
nice.
I went to
I appreciate it.
Well, that's the best part about doing stuff for your birthday, not remembering it afterwards.
I didn't get fucked up or anything like that, which is good.
No, he was eating steak and some potatoes.
Fine steak.
No, I was eating carne asada fries, and let me tell you, I had a friend in Florida
Classic.
who had never heard of the idea of carne fries. He was like, "What are you talking about?" He had to Google them.
Ooh, there's a chocolate. We're being handed a chocolate. I'm going to be handed one with a pink.
Are those Pepperidge Farm cookies? What are those?
Oh.
What are
they're
those
Purdy's
things that
chocolates.
Sasha's handing you?
The chocolates. Oh, and they're good. Fuck. Why are you doing this to me, Sasha?
No, they're
He's doing
pretty
it to me.
chocolates.
He's giving you guys all these wonderful things, and I'm just made to watch.
You didn't come up here.
I don't have a passport.
That's a you problem.
That's really a you
It
problem.
takes months to get one. What are you guys
No,
talking
it
about?
doesn't. That's actually not true at all.
It takes 3 weeks max.
You know what isn't true at all? That JD Vance fucked the couch, and yet you perpetuate that. Why can't I have this thing?
Well, Tim Walton didn't fuck a horse, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Kamala
about.
Harris's rally wasn't underattended. What is the point? What are you talking about?
They did not use AI to inflate Kamala's rally numbers.
That's right, Robert. We all believe these things, don't we?
We have a user submission. This is a user submission from someone who'd like to be known as the Troubadour.
The Troubadour.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Their song recommendation is Gigi Allen's Middle Period.
No.
Yeah, less dirty, less heroin, but much more shit throwing.
I won't be listening.
I've never heard the song.
No, it's Gigi Allen. You never heard of Gigi Allen?
No.
He's a guy who used to go up on stage and piss and shit on the crowd while cutting into his scalp with a razor blade.
Yeah, he used to
What
take
the
his shit and like throw it into the
And
crowd.
he used to eat it on stage. He used to grab a bunch of his shit and masturbate with it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's Gigi Allen. It's a real fucking thing.
That's not a real guy.
Yeah, it's a real guy.
Yes, it is.
That can't be a real guy.
It's a real guy.
Let me.
Sasha has my back here. It's a real
Why
guy.
would-
Why would
know about
anyone
this
want
at all?
Died of a
that?
heroin overdose in like 1997.
Okay, well, that's the least surprising thing about this.
That's probably true. Well, go on then. What's the
Allen.
question?
Yeah.
He was buried in his underwear?
Yeah.
He was.
That's sad. Oh, this
Is
is
it
a
sad?
sad man. This is
I don't know.
the saddest man.
He did heroin. He wasn't sad. He was the opposite.
He died happy. That's all that matters.
They spell Ellen Allin.
Yeah, Allen, Gigi Allen.
That's horrific.
That's the most horrific part to you. The way they spell Allen.
Yeah. That's not a real spelling of the name. That's a stage version. If your name is spelled Allin, change it. It's time to change your name. And also Gigi, I don't hate that.
It's capital G, capital G.
I think it's a little late to criticize him.
Yeah, he's dead.
good.
He already jerked his last jork.
No, that's not good. Every human is precious and every soul is a collection of emotions, and he's
Thanks for that.
risen
Thanks
up.
the mega church that used to be by my house. How you doing? Their question is,
Listen, the mega church was in a strip mall. It was obviously in a strip mall.
yeah, it always is. What's a
can't be a mega church if you're in a fucking strip mall. All right, that's not a church. All right, that's just like that's a Target that went out of business.
Okay.
I don't know, Malcolm. I think you should maybe crack in, take a listen, learn the word.
Feel the love of God in your heart, in your mind, in your soul.
I read. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Go
read
ahead.
the Bible. I give it a 3 out of 10.
Okay.
A little overridden.
Their question is, the troubadour's question is, what's a regional specialty, food or otherwise, that is not appreciated outside of your hometowns / regions that you will die on a hill defending? For example, Malcolm's love of tiger stripe ice cream.
I don't love tiger stripe ice cream.
Do.
No, I don't.
You talked
you
on
do.
the podcast about it.
I have not talked about tiger stripe.
you-
ice
You
cream.
want me to
Words.
source this fucking clip right now?
Okay, source the clip and
Sasha,
and make sure it's
put in
not
the clip. Put
in
in the
like a
clip.
context I was making a joke or I was in the middle of a bit.
Definitely do not use AI to create a sentence.
The truth is out there.
Because do not
Malcolm,
use.
you don't do bits. Let's be.
That's mean. But
It is.
somewhat true.
It's also true.
You don't tell jokes.
I do tell jokes.
no,
I tell so
let's hear a
many
joke.
jokes.
No, what
Tell us
happened?
a
Yeah,
joke.
to do a joke.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell one that I've told fairly recently. It was
Let's
like,
hear it.
okay, so the last place I lived, no matter how bad you think the U.S. has gotten, the last place I lived, there was a preschool next to a gun store. Because, supply and demand.
Boy, that fucking sucked. Boy, that
It really doesn't.
Oh, thank
You
God.
suck, and I will fight you next time I see you, Harper. I'm
See,
not joking
no.
either.
That sounds like a joke that an English person would make about the U.S. It really does.
Yeah.
Oh dear, you know what they say about those free market capitalists? Oh, supply and demand.
I think, Robert, you've really shown that I'm right. Because the way you tell a joke is that actually Harper does like, oh, this is a version of a Robert joke, and then he tells a really funny joke.
Well, it's the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's the day I quit the podcast.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right, so apparently I have this
No one
tiger
respects
striped
me.
ice cream thing.
No one respects
Because I actually love cookies and cream ice cream. That's the truth.
Well, what's
Oh,
the
yeah,
regional
because
food then,
you
Malcolm?
loving cookies and cream ice
I
cream
don't even-
doesn't mean you don't love tiger stripe ice cream.
What's the regional food then, Malcolm?
I can't even remember what tiger striped ice cream is.
I don't
They
know what
don't-
it is at all, so.
There's one good Mongolian place in San Diego, and it's like an all-you-can-eat hot pot thing, and I need more of it.
But if there's only one, is it really regional?
The regional, as in Mongolian, Harper.
Regional isn't exclusive to you, Robert. Listen to the question.
No, that's not the question. What is the regional food that isn't respected in your region? You fucking.
Oh, is that what you said? Malcolm, did you hear him say that?
No, I didn't say that. That wasn't the question at all.
What's a regional specialty, food or otherwise, that is not appreciated outside of your hometown / regions that you will die on a hill defending? It's what it fucking says.
Can I get the verdict?
So, like, if there's not a lot of Italian
Okay.
food by your place,
I think you're misinterpreting.
I thought it was
the
like more
question.
of like, hey, my town is known for this thing.
No!
And that's why it's not
I
like
think I thought
given.
that was it too.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't understand this definition of this question. I think you've gone off the mark yet again because you're just a capitalist
You
pig
guys don't fucking listen to me.
who
You
stamps
don't
on the
fucking
poor
listen to
every
me.
chance
No,
you
you
get.
don't read. You're over-interpreting. You're overthinking the
You guys
question.
are so selective in your hearing, it's automatically assumed, oh, Robert's an asshole.
get
He
it.
doesn't know what
I
he's
don't think so.
fucking talking about.
We get it. Like any good
Little
pig,
more
you
wine,
come
Sasha,
for
thank you.
hours.
A little bit more.
It takes me hours to come, let's be fair.
All right, so
it doesn't.
for me, I'll answer the question.
Now that I'm on antidepressants, yes it does.
Okay, well, you should not be drinking that much.
Yeah, stop drinking this fucking wine. I had like one glass and it's
Shut the fuck up now.
he's had like
I was
three.
right.
Drinking his red wine. Look at that.
To
Yeah.
be fair, Sasha is very liberal with the
This
libations.
Bordeaux
this season.
But here's the thing. So for me, one of the things that I don't feel like gets enough love and respect in terms of regional cuisine, it's not a cuisine, it's more of just like a food, is that there's, do you guys have Nanaimo bars?
No.
Okay,
What
Nanaimo
the fuck
bars.
is a Nanaimo bar? Isn't
are
Nanaimo a part
amazing.
of Canada?
Yeah, it's a city on Vancouver Island, and they're known for this like very specific dessert
Oh.
Yeah, it's where...
Shout out to my boy Joe.
Yeah, so it's...
My buddy boy Joe.
Nanaimo's from, Joe, past guest on the podcast. He's currently resides there.
The one and only guest we've had on this podcast.
That's true.
So it's like, it's like a layered dessert.
Oh, I thought it was a bar located, like, themed around Nanaimo.
You thought it was a bar? I talked about cuisine. I talked about food. And you're like, oh, Malcolm, he's got to talk about this one dive bar.
No.
Yeah.
You could have a bar themed around Nanaimo, and that would be a regional specialty.
No, what?
Why wouldn't it be? It's a bar
because Nanaimo
specialized
doesn't have
in
a culture.
Nanaimo, the region.
It doesn't have a culture.
It's not. Whoa. Nanaimo's not a culture now?
Yeah, it doesn't have a culture. It's a small city.
Wow. The Nanaimo boys, shout out to the lack of culture that you don't have, according to Malcolm McLeod, who lives at 123.
Yeah, you don't have a lack of culture. Robert's right. You have a burgeoning culture.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is an insane interpretation of that question, Robert. Like an actually definitionally insane lunatic. Yeah, so it's like 3 layers. There's like a wafer layer, then there's like kind of like a nutty layer, which like can include walnuts, almonds, or pecans, and then it's like got a coconut crumb base. Because that's sort of like the begin, like that's all mixed up for the first layer. The second layer's got like a custard icing, and then the last layer is like got a little bit of like a chocolate ganache.
So it's an ice cream bar.
No, it's not. You can eat it cold, but
you said custard.
You don't have to have custard cold.
Yeah, it's not a frozen custard.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. No, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm fine.
Okay, good. Finally, he admits he's wrong.
I admit it every single podcast.
He gets off his throne, talks to us plebs, and he goes, I get it, I'm wrong.
I'm sorry, I've been eating charcuterie and drinking red wine. I've had the most delectable time on this podcast.
He's eating fucking fresh cherries.
Oh, God.
I'm thinking...
Stop giving me more wine!
So that's kind of my thing. It's like, I think it's great. What a great thing with the Nanaimo boys is you get them usually at like coffee shops. They all have them. Like you get like a coffee in a Nanaimo bar, sit down. It's also a very easy thing to make. Like anyone can kind of make it. It's not particularly hard. You get that like that chocolate, you get a little bit of that custard, you get that coconut nut. Oh man.
He's gonna get that nut. No. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Sasha keeps giving me more wine. It's not good.
You should keep drinking.
We got trivia after this.
Would you Harper, would you eat it? Like have you looked it up? You should Google what a Nanaimo bar is and just tell me.
Yeah, I've seen it. And I haven't seen them around, but it does sound tasty.
Yeah, it's like kind of like also you bake it in like kind of a square thing and you cut it into little like rectangles.
But in terms of being respected, I have to agree with you since I've never heard of it. I wouldn't say it's respected.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's one of those things that like being where I'm from, like Vancouver, it's like just kind of everywhere. And then it's that thing you step outside of this area, this region. I mean, it's kind of gotten popular across Canada, but like you go to the US or anything else and it's just like doesn't exist. It's like that. And I think like this close second would be like, I feel like all dressed chips don't get enough.
Yeah, that's I will die on that hill. All dressed chips are amazing, and the fact that they don't love them in the States is genuinely criminal.
They're better than salt and vinegar. Like it's just,
absolutely.
It's got that it's got a little bit of barbecue.
It blows sour cream and onion out of the water. Sour cream and cheddar, all that good stuff.
Yeah, but Harper, what do you have?
What's your Harper? What's you always have?
Well, regionally, I would say carne asada fries fits the category of a food that's not respected outside the region.
I do agree with that. Like I
love carne fries.
I only had a carne asada fries for the first time when I was down there in December. They're pretty good, but I didn't know they really exist. I'd heard people talk about them.
You've heard chatter about them on the airwaves.
It's great. For those who don't know the concept or understand it, carne asada is a way to prepare meat, a certain kind of cut. And
it's specifically like cooked in the juices is what asada means, essentially.
There's a heap of guacamole with this delicious beef that was prepared specially for the occasion, with sour cream typically, and a melted Mexican or cheddar cheese assortment. and they put this on top of shoestring.
What is like a good like Mexican cheese?
It's a blend.
It doesn't usually. They have like cotija, or they just have sometimes they call it Mexican cheese blend, which is like cheddar
it's like
and a few other
store
kinds.
version is what I usually get. The Mexican blend.
Yeah. I've seen cotija used more though, which is like the very powdery like goat cheese.
Like it's that's
stuff.
like that white cheese.
Yeah, it's
had
good.
that on
I
some
like
Southwest mac and cheese the other day. Oh my goodness!
Ooh, that does.
Wait,
nice.
what's Southwest mac and cheese?
Well, in the Southwest, you can have normal mac and cheese or Southwest mac and cheese, where you get chilies, dice them up, put them in with queso. The cheese that Robert just named, I can't ever hold on to the name of it.
Cotija.
Okay.
I couldn't do that. And they'll take that blend with the noodles, maybe some hatch greens or a spicy.
Sometimes they'll throw in
jalapeno.
some pico de gallo on top of it as well.
Sometimes I get breadcrumbs a lot.
Sometimes.
They get the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
torch the breadcrumbs.
Do you
Delicious.
put like a salsa on it as well?
Well, that's what pico de gallo is. It's just a mild, like chunky salsa.
You're probably only going to want to go as far
This is
as
what
pico.
this is what revolutions are for.
This is what the Spanish Revolution in particular.
I mean, they lost the Alamo, so we got to keep their food culture when they lost the Alamo.
Yeah,
Mexican
that is
Spanish
fair.
Revolution, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's because like when I eat mac and cheese, like just kind of the more traditional version, I always put ketchup on it. I grew up, I was a ketchup guy.
What do you mean?
Don't put ketchup on anything other than hot dogs and French fries.
What
Yeah,
do
wait, you don't
mean?
put ketchup. Yeah, I put ketchup on my mac and cheese.
This better be
Go
Blue
for
Box mac and
yourself.
cheese exclusively.
Well,
Go
it's the
fuck
KD
yourself.
version usually. I put ketchup and hot sauce on
Craft
KD.
dinner?
Sometimes it's like a spicy ketchup.
No.
This is
Yeah.
This is
This
like
is what I grew up on.
Can you not be? Yeah,
is what
you
I-
grew up on. You should stop eating it by the time you're 10. That's the whole point.
Yeah, by 8 years old, you should be good.
Listen, my grandma made the like Martha Stewart mac and cheese for us like every month, and yeah, you put put ketchup on it to add that little like what is it? That little vinegary hit.
The sweet vinegar, that sweet vinegar.
Where the fuck am I?
In my
Why is everyone looking at me like I'm insane?
Because
Because
it's
you are.
not
I'm
good.
not. I am. There's more people like me out there who
don't
do this.
It's
Instead of eating your
terrifying
fucking-
thought.
So wrong.
and
Chilling
instead
to the
you guys
bone.
you're eating Southwest mac and cheese,
Delicious.
which is just a fucking
Good spicy mac and cheese.
a
with pico de
Frankenstein
gallo,
version.
peppers, the good
What, do you
shit.
put pico de gallo on at the top of it?
Yes, because it's a
You
garnish.
can. You don't have to.
As a garnish.
As a garnish,
can.
you're shitting on me for putting ketchup on
Yes,
mac
I'm
and cheese, but
shitting
you
on
guys
you for
"Yeah,
putting
go to
ketchup on
garnish."
it.
Yes, you deserve
Because
it.
ketchup
You
is
deserve
not
it.
on the same planet as pico de gallo. In what world are the two comparable? Because they both have tomatoes in them.
Listen, I will admit one is better than the other, and the one that's better is obviously ketchup.
I'm gonna kill myself.
My favorite regional cuisine is fry bread. Fry bread we need so much more fry bread.
Is underrepresented.
This pig is appropriating cultures
What
left
the
and
fuck
right.
are you talking about? Fry bread is incredible, no
He
matter what
sits
culture
here
it comes from.
On his throne, built
Of salami and queso.
his throne built from the bones of the buffalo that were forced off the cliffs by
considered
the
this some
settlers.
fights are
Oh, wait, that's how you think they killed the buffalo? They just shot him off a cliff.
They land on the ground and then they start shooting
Of course,
starving.
Malcolm
In
gets
Malcolm's
his
world,
history from
There's
Wile E.
they're pushing fucking.
Starving
Can you
them.
imagine, Robert? They're
Starving
pushing
the,
buffalo.
the native
Canyon.
peoples of this land that we
Well,
occupy.
we gotta get him off the plains.
I
so we
hate
get him up to
buffaloes.
the
I sure do hate them. Like they're pushing them into
I sure
canyons
do
and shit.
hate him.
And fucking.
We gotta get him off them
God,
cliffs and shit.
Malcolm's mind, if you see it like zooming out to like a tearful like Comanche Indian or something like that, like a very stereotypical
Yeah.
scene.
It's the throwing trash by the side of the highway commercial,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
people
Pushing
knocking
buffaloes off
buffalo
of fucking
off
cliffs. Amazing.
Oh, incredible!
It should happen.
They know like the buffalo jump is a thing. You guys are like talking about it as if it's not a thing.
Yeah,
It's a
but they
real
didn't
thing.
force them off cliffs to eliminate them as a species.
That's kind of what
Hunted
they
them,
did.
Malcolm.
That's actually
They
kind of what
usually
they
just
did.
shot them
Malcolm,
from
they
trains.
hunted them for food and for pelts. because they were the only food available to an expansionist white race.
I'm sorry, none of the listeners can see this, but Malcolm is furiously thumbing through a Wikipedia article right now.
Against the wishes of the native tribes.
The native population who subsisted almost exclusively on them.
Who fought tooth and nail to stop the destruction of their primary food source. Malcolm thinks that they were can you picture the evil white
fucking
man?
Acme Corporation bullshit.
I sure do hate them.
It's a real thing. You guys,
it's a real thing that buffalo jumped off cliffs sometime. It's not a real thing that's what caused their near extinction.
It was a part of a larger web of a conspiracy. Listen, I'm
Malcolm's
the one
playing like lemmings on the MS
you guys.
it's like they're buffalo.
You and your white fragility.
I don't want to hear
the sensitivity.
I do not want to hear white fragility out of either of you.
I'll have you know, my grandpa claimed native ancestry, and he was lying.
My grandpa did the same thing.
No.